Hello everyone, my name is Tabby. Welcome back to my channel Keeping Tabs, where today I'm giving you guys the last book haul of 2019. Okay, so I have this split up into 4 sections because this is a book haul all the way from September till December. So just keep that in mind when you see all the books. There's actually not that much. There's not that much at all. I just stuttered so hard, man. I stuttered so hard just then. Whew. First part of this haul are books that I got for my birthday, which was in September, and I only have 3 books for that. First book I have, and I actually already read it, and it is the Unnie Mooners by Christina Lauren, my first Christina Lauren experience, and I freaking loved it. I'm pretty sure you guys know what this book is about because it's fairly popular. Everybody's already read it. I loved it so much. It's about this girl who has a twin sister, and her twin sister is like the luckiest person, always winning trips and everything. She ends up winning a free honeymoon for her wedding, and unfortunately her twin sister, the bride, gets really sick and can't go on the honeymoon. So the main character ends up going on the honeymoon for her, and then the groom's brother goes on the honeymoon for him, and these two kind of have like a hate to love relationship. Like they don't really like each other in the beginning, but by the end they do. So there's that, and I really liked it. It was really fun. I look forward to reading more. I kind of want to read Roomies by Christina Lauren. I don't know why. That's like the only book I can think of by them. I mean, I know all the other ones, but like that's the only one I kind of really want to read. So let me know if you read Roomies and if it's good. Next book that I got for my birthday, which is also very popular and everybody's already read it, and it is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. And is this her debut novel? Because I'm telling you, that name sounds very familiar. True love isn't always diplomatic. Oh, okay. I've heard really good things about this book, and I've heard people cried over this book, which I'm kind of in the mood for, if I'm being honest. It's about the daughter. There's no daughters. It's about the son of a female president of the United States and the son of the Queen of England, and they kind of have a hate to love relationship, I think. I know that they have some kind of like there's something going on between them and they don't really like each other, but for political reasons between their moms, they have to pretend to get along, and then they end up actually getting along in more ways than they ever imagined. And I'm ready. The last book that I got for my birthday is The Smoke Thieves by Sally Green. She wrote Half Bad, which is a book about witches that I really enjoyed. I freaking loved that book. I didn't finish the trilogy, however, which is weird because I really enjoyed that book, but it was kind of like I was very satisfied with that book and I didn't feel like I needed to go on. I'm not exactly sure of the plot, but I know Leanna from Leanna's Library really enjoys this book. She described it as like a young adult fantasy that's written like adult, and it's very politically driven, and she compared it to Game of Thrones in that sense, with the politics and the multiple POVs and just all of the layers, and I'm down. Okay, the next 3 books are books I just randomly bought throughout the months. I don't even know what months I bought them in, except for this one. It is Call Down the Hawk by Maggie Stiefvater. It just came out in November. I pre-ordered it. I got it. I haven't finished reading it. I am on page 118 of this book. I don't understand what's wrong with me. This was my most anticipated book of 2019, one of them, and I still haven't read it. What's going on? Everything I've read out of this book so far has been perfection, and I'm truly blessed that there's a book about Ronan and Adam. Like, it's here. It's right here. I didn't dream it. I didn't like imagine it. Maggie delivered, and I have received, but I haven't finished reading it. I suck. The next books, actually, these 2 books are both about vampires. What a coincidence. First, I have the hardcover for Vampire Academy, the original cover edition hardcover. My dream is to have all of the hardcovers for this edition, so I have them like right here. If you could see the side with her eye, they're all there, and I have the first 3 in paperback, the last 3 in hardcover, so I only need to find 2 more in hardcover and then I'm set. But yeah, they're very hard to find. The next book, I didn't need it, but I needed it, and I think you know what I mean. It's the Black Dagger Brotherhood Insider's Guide. It's not even a novel, it's just like a bunch of short stories and random information about the Black Dagger Brotherhood, which is a series that I fell hard into the past year. Like, I'm into it. I love it a lot. And had to get this. I don't even know what's in here, but it's mine now. The next chunk of books are books that I received from a friend of mine who works at a book distribution warehouse, and she gets a lot of ARCs sent to her, and then she sends them on to me because she knows I'm a huge book freak, so I've got the connections. I don't know much about these, so I'm gonna go quick with this. The first one is The Dead Ex by Jane Corey, and this one is about a guy who ends up dead, and I think there's 3 point of views. There's his wife, his ex-wife, and then this kid who has a drug dealer mom, and I have no idea how she fits into the story, but I'm interested in knowing. And it just sounds cool, and I really like the cover. I like the orangey blue. Next, I have The Kill Club by Wendy Hurd, and this is about a girl who has an abusive mom, and she has reached the age where she's able to move out. I think she's like 18 now. But unfortunately, her younger brother still lives with the mom, and she's afraid that the mother is gonna like wind up killing the brother one day. So she gets a call from these people who say, oh, we'll take care of your mother, but you gotta kill this person. And she's like, frick yeah, let's do it. So that sounds interesting. That's really all I know about this, and that's clearly enough for me to be interested. Next arc I have is How to Hack a Heartbreak by Kristen Rockaway. All of these arcs that I'm showing you are already published. They were all 2019 releases. The next arc I have is Husband Material by Emily Belden. This is about a widow who one day receives a package at her doorstep, and it turns out to be her husband's remains, and her husband has been dead for years, so she's trying to figure out why the heck the remains of her husband are at her doorstep. This really, I'm not gonna lie, sounds like a mystery, because the person that she ends up having a fling with is like somehow related to her husband. I'm telling you, the back of this sounds like a mystery, but the front looks like a rom-com, and I'm very confused about it. I have Empire Wild by Sherry Demeline. She wrote The Marrow Thieves, which I'm pretty sure is a really popular book. It's a #1 bestseller. And I was in Indigo the other day, which is like the biggest bookstore in Canada. And this book was like all over the place. It was all over. It was like #1 book, Heather's pick, blah, blah, blah. It was everywhere. So I was gonna unhaul this because after receiving it, I was like, I don't know if I'm really interested, but because I've seen how big it is in the bookstore, I think I'm gonna give it a go. At the back here, it says Women, Indigenous, Fantasy. So I'm really excited about this, and it's Canadian. So I gotta support Canadian authors, gotta support women, Indigenous authors. I love it. The next one that I have that I'm kind of the most excited to read is The Bromance Book Club by Lyssa Kay Adams. This sounds so funny. It's about this guy whose wife kind of wants to get a divorce because their marriage has been just barely hanging on lately, but he wants to do everything to save his marriage. So he joins this book club with a bunch of other guys who read romance books to try to get an understanding of their wives and what their wives want. It sounds hilarious. It also sounds like it could go wrong, but I think it's going to be funny, and I'm excited, and I love this cover. And I was just on Indigo, the website, and I saw the second book for this, and the cover, I'm really excited about this. I have high hopes for this one. Another one I have high hopes for is The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. Her name sounds very familiar, but I cannot recognize the title of her books. Then She Was Gone. I don't know if I've heard of that. Then She Was Gone? I don't know, but this one sounds really good. I love the cover, even though the cover in the bookstores is not the same as this. I guess they had a cover change somewhere down the road. It's about a girl who was adopted, and at the age of 25, is she 25? I can't even remember anymore. She's some age in her 20s. She finally gets the answers that she's been looking for about her birth parents. But as soon as she gets that letter, turns out she has inherited this huge mansion, and it sends her on a journey to try to find answers about her parents, who her parents are. And right when she goes on her journey to find answers, it turns out there's 3 other people who are now trying to find her and trying to find the answers too, because now that she knows who she is, like, other people now know who she is, and they're trying to find her, and I don't really understand it, but it sounds good. The intro, like the little synopsis, says that 25 years ago, these 3 people were found dead in the kitchen, a baby was in the room, and 3 kids went missing. And so now, flash forward, she finds out she inherits this mansion. She was probably the baby. Who were the 3 people in the kitchen that were killed? And where did those 3 kids go? Those 3 kids are probably the 3 people who are trying to find her now. Why are they trying to find her? Why wasn't she taken as well? What's going on? I don't know. And why is there a family upstairs? Okay, almost done, I swear. This is Now You See Me by Chris McGregor. This is about 4 college students who go into this really famous, the Standedge Tunnel in England. They go in there and they go missing for days. And then finally, the boat comes out, because they went on a boat. The boat comes out and only one guy's there. Like, only one of the students is there. Where are the others? What did he do? And wouldn't you have it, the one guy completely forgets, like, he has no memory of anything, so he has no idea where his friends are. It's a mystery, and no one's believing him that he's innocent. The only person that believes him and is interested in finding out what really happened to his friends is this author. Is he an author or is he a reporter? I don't know. He's somebody. Yeah. The last book that I have for this part of the haul is Cursed by Frank Miller and Thomas Wheeler, and this is going to be a Netflix show, or that's what it says. This one is kind of interesting. It's like a twist on King Arthur's story, but it's like a gender bent, and there's a lot of images in here, and it says, because this is an ARC, not all of the images that are in the final copy are in this one, but I was still shocked to see how many images are in here, because there's still a lot, and I love the artwork. Here, let me just find one. The images in this arc are in black and white, but in the final copy I know that there's going to be colored, like full color images. Not all of them, but there will be some, and I'm just ready. Like, this looks really good. Here's an example of one of the full color art pieces. It sounds good, and it's going to be a Netflix show, so gotta start. When did this come out? October. Okay, this is the last part of the book haul. I have two books to show you guys. These are 2 books that I got for Christmas. I didn't get a lot of books because I'm trying to not buy so many books. Okay, the first one is The Human Body. This is an illustrated guide to the structure, function, and disorders of the human body. I love this. I love science. I love learning about science. I love biology. I love it all. So this has so much information. It has so many nice pictures to look at. I'm excited. And the last book that I got for Christmas, which I technically bought in January, but I used a gift card that I got for Christmas, so it's gonna fit here. I have Korean for beginners because I want to learn Korean. Russian and Korean have always been languages that I have wanted to learn, and I started learning Russian on my own a few years ago, but I couldn't find really good resources to help me learn, like music and TV shows and movies. The only music that I could get into was Tattoo, and they're not really around anymore. But last year I got really into K-pop, and it's just rekindled my interest for learning this language because I have the movies, the TV shows, the music, which I love it all, so it's making it way more easy and fun to learn the language than Russian was. So those are all the books that I have hauled throughout September to December. Yes, I'm really excited. I think I unhauled more. Hopefully, I didn't really count. Hopefully I unhauled more than I hauled, because I did do a unhaul video, which I will upload soon. But yes, that is it. Okay. I just hate outros. I hate outros so much. Like, what do you say? Bye? Bye.